what do you guys make of the report by Jay Glazer saying that the Niners are enamored with Trey Lance? Now, Jay Glazer went on Matt Mayoko's podcast and said that the Niners are enamored with Trey Lance. My initial reaction, that's why they drafted him, right? But okay, what do you think?
Well, my initial reaction was I'm going to pay attention more to what Jay Glazer says than what Joe Montana says. This is what Jay Glazer does for a living. Jay Glazer is a friend of John Lynch's. His whole career is predicated on knowing things around the league versus Joe Montana. Love Joe Montana. He'll always have a place in 49ers' heart. We got to love the guy as a player. But let's be honest. Great players are not always great evaluators of talent. Michael Jordan, horrible talent evaluator. John Elway, horrible at his own position, by the way. One of the worst quarterback talent evaluators I've ever seen, and he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, top 10 of all time. So to trust what Joe Montana says over what an insider is telling you, yeah, man, I can't go. And who's the guy that writes for ESPN, covers the 49ers?
Nick Wagner.
He's come out and said the same exact thing. He backed up everything that Glazer said. So I believe it.
I mean, of course they're enamored with Trey Lance. They traded 3 firsts and the 3rd. Of course they're enamored with him. I was at training camp. He played well. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone tried to make it about Jimmy, how great Jimmy is and how Trey wasn't ready. No. He was really good. And then we saw him against Houston. Why would you not be enamored with Trey with your first-round pick after he did that to an NFL team in his second career start? My only question is, now you're enamored. Where was this? Is it enamoration? Where was this enamoration a month and a half ago when Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt and you had the golden opportunity to make the switch? No one would have faulted you if you said, you know what, Jimmy's thumb is hanging by a thread. We're going to go with Trey. But you know why? Because we're enamored. We have full-blown enamoration with Trey Lance, and we like him. But no, he wasn't ready freaking last month. Now you're enamored, though. That's why I keep saying, like, guys, he's ready. Guys, they like him. They're trying to make it all about Jimmy, and they're trying to say Jimmy. He's rallying the troops, and he did. No, they're enamored with Trey, and I still feel like it was a waste of a season. I know they're trying to do what the Chiefs did, and blah 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 blah. Whatever. Enamored. Where was that last month? Should have played the kid. That's how I feel. They got scared, man. Hold on, real quick. They were real nervous with rookies early on in the season. Sanu was playing, Sherfield. Brandon Ayuk suddenly was not seasoned enough for this team. And once they got over all that crap and got freaking D Ford out and Sanu out and Sherfield out and just got Josh Norman, got him the hell out and brought in the young guys, the Niners took off. They just were one young guy away from taking it all the way. If they had just made the switch from Jimmy to Trey at the end, and Jimmy made it all. I mean, Jimmy was basically like, look, I'll play, but I'm hurt, and it really, really hurts. It really hurts. And the Niners were like, nah, he's good. He can play. Like 4 picks and 7 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns and 7 picks from Tennessee on. That was how he ended the season. There's no way Trey would have been worse than that. There's no way. No way.
And at the very least, they could have played 11 on 11 in the run game.
Enamoration? Good. I just don't want to hear any more hateration in this dancery, okay?
I mean, I'm glad you said it because
you don't need no hateration. There's been a lot of hateration in this dancery aimed at Trey Lance, and I think it's time for some enamoration. What is the noun? What is the noun? Enamored? I don't know. It's a weird word. You only talk about it with quarterbacks, though. Anyway,
enamored.
I just feel like it's like the lamest thing. If I were Jay Glazer and I was paid to really bring the bomb, like this is a Glazer bomb. Like you could just, I mean, I could have said that. I have no sources, and I could have told you that. But great, I'm glad it's official. I think it came out that Tom was talking about Drew Lock.
Oh. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Yes.
Joe says, hopefully that cannon of an arm on Trey Lance will keep Kyle from shortening Debo and Trey's career. Hope you were doing all right, Grant. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's the plan, right? Hopefully it does.
No more running back, dude. Jimmy G for Defo and trade Colts need a quarterback. Nah, the Niners don't want to pay Defo all that. They took it.
Defoe's about to be cheap now, I think. I think his contract was the opposite of Armstead's.
True. Tom was in an interview and trashed the Niners, and Jimmy said You're sticking with that MFer over me. I think people are saying it's Drew Lock, although I guess we'll never know. We're never gonna know. That's weird.
I don't think so. We will event. I mean, at some point, but not now.
Clickbait crazy on this one. Lance firing in 1911. I don't understand. Hey man, Ron Clark said they should trade him. I'm just saying. Is the NFL rigged? I hate how the refs affect games.
I don't.
You can't say that, man, because T. Higgins literally grabbed Jalen Ramsey's face mask. I mean, I just felt like the officiating was bad, but I don't think it was biased. It was legitimately bad. Like Tony Dungy said it, like, you're going to let everything go for 58 and a half minutes in the last 90 seconds. You call everything. That's ridiculous. You can't do that. You got to be consistent. That being said, I don't think it favored one team over another. And the Bengals had 2nd and 1 and couldn't get 1 yard in 3 tries. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
To be fair, that play right before they called that pass interference or the holding or whatever they called, there was a clear pass interference. Henderson was on like a little Texas route out of the backfield, clearly held. They didn't call anything. Then the next play they called something. So to me, I feel like it was just a makeup call, to be real with you. I don't think they should have called it the play before and not that one, but either way, they got it right. So
you know what it is? NFL hates Cincinnati. I'm just gonna say it. They don't like the chili. They don't like any of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't want Joe Burrow to be the face of their league or anything.
True, right? Grant growing out the beard, looking like a grown ass man. Get it, boy. I just remember Vish saying that he didn't that. Well, my wife is Indian too. They don't. Why Indians don't shave nothing for 2 weeks after someone dies. So I like that. I'm with that.
So you're just gonna roll with that, okay?
I like it. Yes, I like that.
Well, you got the whole lumberjack thing going. I like it. Yeah.
Ricky says, I trust Glazer's word more than Joe's, but don't you think Glazer is gassing up Trey because he's buddy with Lynch? And Montana's words hurting the organization, just like how Sims would gas up Kyle. Yeah, I mean, Glazer's probably hearing this from Lynch. And it's funny how Lynch went for a whole year being like, it's not about Trey. Trey, what are you talking about? Let's talk about Jimmy. To being like, hey, did I tell you? Since when? Enamored because of what he was doing in practice last month? Oh, then you should have played him. Has he done something recently? No, he's been on vacation, right?
I don't think that's the case because, yes, Sims does gas up Kyle, but he's done no favors to Trey Lance. Like, he's said the whole way he didn't like Trey Lance. He didn't like the pick. So I think these guys are going to be honest. You got to remember, yes, these guys are friends, but they also have a career to uphold. They're not going to just throw out information that's not true because of the hell of it. If he comes out and looks horrible and Glazer has his name on that, like that doesn't look good on Glazer. So no, I don't think that would be the case.